こんにちは。あみです。これはクリサントレスです。そして私は日本語を2年間勉強しています。今日 For all my friends studying 日本語 I am going to go over my daily Japanese routine so you can see how I study. As I mentioned, I've been studying Japanese for 2 years and I meet with my native speaking sensei about once a month at a kisaten. So this is my daily routine for studying Japanese. 1. This is a new tool that I just started using that I wish I used earlier. It's called WaniKani. I really prioritize learning hiragana and katakana earlier, and I totally underestimated the mammoth that kanji would be. So WaniKani is the one and only way I have learned to successfully memorize kanjis, radical, kanji vocabulary, etc., etc. If you're looking to study Japanese and you don't even know what I'm talking about right now, go on to WaniKani. It is a fun website, y'all. Kanji is intimidating, it's like scary, and WaniKani makes it literally fun. It's formatted like a game. You feel like you're playing a game and you level up and you are able to memorize the sounds of the kanji, the radicals of a kanji, the makeups of the kanji, and the meanings, and it's the best. So WaniKani is what I do first, and so I complete all the WaniKani lessons and reviews that are available, and then I go on to an app called Memrise. It's also kind of formatted like a game. Like, this is something you might see as a pattern here, but learning a language should feel like fun. It's something that I do in my spare time. I have 2 really big lessons that I've taken from the past 2 years of studying Japanese. The first one being diversify your study, right? So if you're only doing one thing every day to study Japanese and it's like flashcards and it doesn't even feel fun, you're not going to look forward to doing that for a long period of time. You're just not, you're gonna fall off. On Memrise, I'm currently at Japanese 2, but there's also a level called Japanese 1, which I already completed. And I try to do a rocket ship full of 15 mastered words every day on both levels. So that's like a total of 30 words. Actually, Memrise was the first app that I ever used. It was the first place I ever went to study Japanese. It's how I really got into it. If you're looking to even learn your hiragana, that's on there. That's in the first Japanese 1 lesson. So check it out. And it's totally worth the money. I believe I pay around $50 a year for it. The third piece of my daily Japanese routine is to read a chapter out of this book. It is called Remembering the Kanji. And this is another kanji resource. Again, if you're not familiar with what kanjis are, they're derived of an ancient Chinese writing system. In Japanese, there are anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 of them that are widely used. In Chinese, it's over 10,000. So I'm studying Japanese. This book is amazing. This book teaches you radicals and the elements of kanji. And then for each kanji, it will give you a story. It's incredible. Let's say for sparkle, right? The kanji for sparkle is composed of 3 suns, and what's more sparkly than 3 stars put together, you know? So that's just an example. It's a great book if you're looking to dive deep into kanji, like know your kanji. I highly recommend this book. So after reading a chapter of Remembering the Kanji, I like to use kanji cards, which is basically like I cut out kind of cards on paper and I'll like write the kanji on them really big with their names and pronunciations and forms and all that kind of stuff. And I'll do like self-quizzes on these. If you guys are interested in my kanji cards or you want to see how I make them, let me know in the kanji. Let me know in the kanji section. Let me know in the comment section, and I can do a little mini episode on kanji cards. But yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of kanji talk here, and if you're learning Japanese, you're probably focusing on not kanji, so I'm gonna keep rolling. The last thing that I use to study is this book called Nakama. And right now I'm halfway through the book, which is awesome. but my teacher has a copy of the book. I found a PDF of the book for free online, so I print out that PDF. I'm able to like write on the pages and that sort of thing. I take all the vocabulary from those lessons and I upload them to Quizlet.com. And that's how I've studied the vocab. It doesn't come naturally to me, memorizing things and studying vocab. So Quizlet is super fun. There are even games on there to help you study. And actually, a lot of these words and vocab terms are already auto-remembered by Quizlet, so it's not that much entering. In fact, some of these chapters, people have already uploaded all the vocab, so all you have to do is save the chapter, and it's super simple. The last two things that I've gotten into in my Nihongo studies is, first off, this is super fun. This is a book called Japanese from Zero. It's super, super fun. They also have a really dope YouTube channel called Japanese from Zero. And I believe they also do Korean from Zero too, which is super dope. You know, books for like when you were a kid and learning English and learning your alphabet. So there's little vocabulary terms in here, but look, they also have really super cute little illustrations and places, you know, where you write out your words. Look at those illustrations. So this book has helped me out a lot with my stroke order, my handwriting, and also niche vocabulary that you don't often find in other books. So shout out to Japanese from Zero and the Japanese from Zero team. I follow y'all, I watch your YouTube videos, and I'm a super big fan of the work that you do with this beautiful, beautiful language. The last thing I started to do, this was advice I also got on YouTube because I do YouTube a lot of Japanese learning videos. Kodomo no hon, children's books. So this one, it's called Kuma-san, Kuma-san, nani miteru no? Brown bear, what do you see? Mr. Brown Bear, what do you see? You know, this was one of my favorite books coming up. Essentially, like, you can memorize the vocab in children's books and then you'll be able to know every single word and you'll be able to read through an entire book. How magical is that, right? My second biggest tip for folks learning Japanese is to understand the value of working with an actual native speaker. So this is something I could work on even more. I have a teacher that I meet up with who's a native speaker. I meet up with her about every 3 weeks. And I know that she wants me, she's expecting me to be at a certain level in my comprehension of the Japanese language, and letting her down, y'all, I could never let her down. So like, if it was just me, I would be going at a pace where I could potentially fall off, and that's dangerous. But having her have expectations of me and where I should be and what I should know, it is extremely helpful. I actually found her on Thumbtack, which for language teachers, Thumbtack is a great resource to meet up with native speakers. I've been working with her for around 2 years, and she's awesome. She's the best. I am really shy about my Japanese, and the biggest thing I could improve on at this point is getting over myself and getting over my shyness and getting out of the closet more and talking to more folks who can speak Japanese and are native Japanese speakers. I feel like really dumb feelings like I'm gonna offend somebody or something. And if you're starting to study Japanese, don't make the same mistakes that I'm making. Like, get out there, put yourself out there, make mistakes. You're not gonna be offending anybody. You know, if anything, people are probably gonna wanna talk to you. So yeah, I'll probably make another video about like why I decided to start studying Japanese and where I see myself going with it. And you know, I got big plans, y'all. I have very big plans. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Let me know if you follow any of the steps of my daily Japanese routine. Please subscribe. And if you're hopping into the pool of studying Japanese, ganbatte. じゃあね!